find insight, guidance, and answers. Tune into Spirit with radio medium Laura Lee.
Laura Lee tuning into Mr. Goldie Spirit. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here. Goldie, where are you calling from?
Long Beach, New York, the city by the sea.
Oh, you're lucky. Goldie, the first thing I sense is, well, I'm hearing the name Michael, if that makes sense.
Yes, it does.
And I feel there's more than one person with the name down a family line. Does that make sense?
You know, it does in a way. It certainly does.
First, middle name. Is that correct?
Well, my first name is Michael, and my father-in-law's first name was Michael.
And he's on the other side.
He is on the other side. I never had the fortune of meeting him, though.
Well, he's coming through. I don't know if it's Michael that's telling me this, but somebody who's also showing me standing at a gravesite and throwing dirt upon the grave. And I don't know if that was with a hand or a shovel. Does that make sense to you?
It does.
And is that connected to Michael, or is that connected to somebody who's on the other side that's other than Michael?
I think it's somebody on the other side.
Right. I feel like there might be some association with Judaism because of throwing the dirt on top. Does that make sense?
It doesn't, because the people who are on the other side are Irish Catholic.
Irish Catholic. Oh, so the Irish do that as well, right?
Right. I mean, my wife is on the other side. That's really who I was trying to connect with.
And did you do that to her grave?
I think so. It was a long day that day from what I remember.
Of course. Well, I'm going to tell you, I feel like there's a box of tchotchkes that are associated to this person, like a bunch of little trinkets that you kept around. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
And I just feel like there's lots of these things. And they aren't so much sentimental items. They're even just little things, and you just kept them because you didn't know what else to do with them. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Right. So is that tied to her?
Yeah, that's a bunch of her stuff. That's still a bunch of trinkets. I mean, I got rid of a tremendous amount of stuff.
I'm sure you did, but there's a box of trinkets specifically that you look upon quite regularly.
Right.
So he must be there because she is there.
That's what I would imagine.
So they've come together, and I guess that it was a long struggle.
Yes, I think so.
And I just feel the sense of being grateful. I understand, too, you're working on a project.
Yeah, I think I am. I mean, her aunt is in the nursing home across the street.
Uh-huh.
I inherited her older sister who was in assisted living, and I'm sort of working on all of her stuff.
Oh, my.
Along with taking care of my 91-year-old parents, so that could be the project.
And then also, I mean, you've got more than enough on your hands. Were you beginning on a project at the house, too, your own home?
Well, I'd like to sell the place.
Well, I feel like there's been some intention for you to do something to the place in order to make it better and improve it.
Yeah, we have to do a little bit more work.
That's something that they want you to focus on, because I think it will help with your transition. Because was that the home you shared with your wife at one point?
Mm-hmm. 25 years we were here.
Right. So it's really important. I think it will help you transition into a different headspace.
That makes sense.
Oh, and are you going to a dog park?
You know what? No, but I do have a new friend, and she has a dog, and I did spend a lot of time with the dog in her house.
And did you take the dog out?
One time, but she takes the dog to the dog park. But I did really love the dog. I said to the new woman that I only dating her to get to your dog.
You know what? Your heart's in grief. That's why she wants you to move on. There's something about a dog and a dog park and taking the dog out. They're telling you, follow it.
Well, I don't know. I mean, my wife passed maybe a year and a half.
That's not too long ago.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
And you don't even realize it because you've been holed up. I mean, you're out there helping other people, but it's getting you distracted from you having the love in your life.
That's true.
Thank you for sharing your time with me, Goldie.
I appreciate it. I really felt it was great. Thank you so much.
Welcome. If you would like to call into the show, sign up at radiomediumlauralee.com, where you can also learn about my services or join my next group webinar. I would love to see you. and subscribe to the podcast, and please share it. We'd appreciate that. And you can always connect with me at Facebook Radio Medium Laura Lee Group. I love to hear from you.